Welcome, everybody, to Dead Talk Live. Today, we welcome back Vincent M. Ward, whose new movie, Devilreaux, is available in theaters and on demand June 30th. Vincent, it's great to have you back here, man. Congrats on the new film. How have things been? It's been like 2 years since we last spoke.
Yeah, man. Endeavor will be out tomorrow, June 9th.
Oh, so I got the wrong date. All right, all right. So ignore the date on the screen. It's coming out tomorrow, June 9th. So let's
June
get
9th.
let's get right to it. Not only do you star in this film, you co-wrote it with Thomas Churchill. So tell me
Mhm.
how this concept of Devilreaux came up with you guys.
Well, it came up with me in my dreams.
Oh,
Yeah, man. I know it's kind of weird, but a lot of times the projects that I create is I dream about them and I can hear the voices. I can see the characters. I can even see what they have on. And so when I was telling Thomas about it, because I had already written some stuff out, and he came and he put his mix on it too. So that's how it came about. Me and Thomas, we worked together before on a couple of his projects, but I was just acting on them,
uh-huh.
with Big Freaking Rack and Amityville Moon. But this time, he came in and was like, hey, maybe I can put this on there, and that's what happened.
That's awesome. Now, the film tackles slavery, murder, voodoo, just to name a few. How did you guys want to portray voodoo both in the past and in modern times? Because the film does go back and forth.
Yeah. Um, it's You have to. That's because that's where the man Tony Todd comes in from.
Exactly.
That's where that's really story really begins with him playing my father. And so we had to take it back to see, the backstory to see what happened and how the mother became the way she is and how, Devereaux ended up coming back into a modern time. So we had no I think it plays well like that instead of just it all being in the 1800s or it all being in the 2000s.
And
So, we just decided to combine them.
and there's a lot of like tributes in this film, like Candyman. Tony Todd, of course, is known as Candyman. You see the name Candyman in the mirror three times, and he appears. It's not that different from Devilreaux. So, did you guys purposely want to pay tribute to old films and television shows?
Actually, we didn't think about that at all. We just thought about having Tony Todd there,
Yeah.
playing a part. We never tried to contribute anything to another movie or a different character or anything. We just thought, well, who would fit playing my dad? We're pretty much the same height, same build, same, voice. Well, almost the same voice, but his is iconic. Mine is just Vincent. And so when he agreed to come on board, man, it was just like, oh yeah,
It doesn't get any
it's
better than that. It doesn't get any
yeah.
better than that. Did either you or Thomas really have to dive deep and research voodoo? Did you guys have some prior knowledge from previous works? How did the background checks go on that?
Well, I mean, it's just pretty much what you see in other movies,
Hmm.
as far as like the dolls, everybody know like you just have a doll or whatnot. But we did go into this, we filmed in this magic type of store that we learned a few things from there too,
All
but
right.
mostly it's just like the generic thing that pretty much everybody
Yeah,
knows what the
yeah, that
voodoo
we see
doll.
on the screen for the longest
Yeah,
time
it's
now.
it's nothing like the chicken and the dancing and all that. We didn't dive deep into anything like this. Like, nope, we're not touching that.
Now, the story of Devereaux turning into Devilreaux is a tragic one. How
Hmm.
would you best describe that transformation to audiences looking to checking this film out?
Well, I think it's all about the mom, the mother. Even in the film, the daughter says, "Why are you calling him Devilreaux?"
Yeah.
But his name is Devereaux because at that point she wanted revenge. She wanted people to hurt like she hurt because they hurt and killed her son that was innocent. He didn't Baron, everybody loved Baron.
Yeah.
But when you get alcohol in you and get people in your ear, that's pretty much what happened with him.
Mm-hmm.
There was the 4th of July, the celebration. And for them to do what they did to him, the mother didn't want no apologies. She just wanted revenge
Yeah.
on the people
And
who hurt
revenge
her so.
is another underlying theme in this film. Now, Tony Todd, like you said, plays your dad, Leonard. Uh, is Devereaux, your character, trying to avoid having the same fate as Leonard? Is he trying to be different to avoid the same outcome as his dad did? Do you think he knows what happened to his dad?
I think he knows, he learned what happened to him. But at that point, he's gone already.
Yeah,
But as Baron, it was hard for him to believe that something like that, these people that, claim they loved him, would do something to his father, their bloodline do something to his father back in the day.
yeah,
So by the time he turned into Devilreaux, it really didn't matter. It did he didn't care about anything
yeah.
else.
He was like being controlled by a whole other force. Now, when we meet your character, it's implied it's several years after the Civil War. The
Mhm.
slaves have been freed, but we all know the topic of slavery was still very raw at that time. Now, what was it like getting into the shoes of somebody, a black free man post Civil War? What was that like going into that character mode?
It was tough. I mean, the whole beating scene, um, hearing the names and all of that, it was tough because Vincent would get up and be fighting. They would
Yeah,
have to kill me right then and there. Baron bowed down to it and was like, why are you doing this to me type thing. So it was tough,
yeah,
man. It was tough. And I think I cried a few times on there because of, hearing all of that and just thinking how could people go through that in so many years of being raped and beat and,
and I
cussed out and whooped and all that other stuff.
and I applaud you guys for not holding back and letting the truth be told. Now, sticking on the intense scenes, there's a scene where your mom, while she's still pregnant with you, is about to get raped. I mean,
Yeah.
that's very powerful. When you guys were writing the script, was it as vivid as what we saw on the screen, or did you guys make adjustments when you got the all the gear out there and were ready to film?
Well, for me, the whole slavery, all the slavery stuff is was what I wrote. It's
Mm-hmm.
what I dreamed. And it's what I thought would really make somebody mad or go off. Because mine was a little bit more vivid,
Yeah.
It was more to the punch. It wasn't no, I don't want this to be taken out. I don't want this to be, even though some stuff was taken out, but I really wanted it to be shown because that's how it really was.
Yeah.
Why hide something that's everybody knows happened? I mean, hell, back in the day, from what I hear, some of the men even got raped.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
know?
yeah. I mean, horrible
So
things. Now, Devilreaux, just one last question. We are short on time. I want to ask you one last question. Uh, the Devilreaux that we see in the modern times in the film, is he like just an evil being just seeking revenge till the end of time, or does he have another specific purpose?
not at all. He's just for that purpose. Right there is just to get the bloodline,
Yeah.
just to seek revenge on the bloodline. I mean,
Okay.
even though he's a killer, he's still barren. Deep down inside, he's still that sweet, innocent guy.
Yeah.
But when you're being brought back from voodoo, things change. And
Absolutely.
and I think for the future, hopefully, people he can be called on, not just for the bloodline that he's been going after, but he can be called on
Do
for
some
other
good.
reasons as also
To do
like a
some good.
vigilante type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Vincent, I want to thank you so much. Again, the movie, guys, is coming out tomorrow. Theaters and on demand June 9th. It's called Devilreaux. It's a great story. It has its share of horror and gore. It doesn't hold back. It doesn't pull its punches. So definitely check it out. Vincent, thank you again.
Thank you for having me
Congratulations.
again, man.
Man,
Good
no
seeing
problem. I
you.
look forward to our next chat. I want to thank our audience. On behalf of Vincent M. Ward and myself, stay safe and stay walking. Bye, everybody.